What's up, everybody?
My name is Anthony Irvin.
You beat yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah, CB myself.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Jim Green.
Don't even need a hit of traffic light.
Okay, good.
Welcome to
One set.
Have you ever wanted to start your podcast but didn't know where to start? The One Set Bros are here to talk to you about Zencastr. Zencastr is the ultimate-based podcasting solution and now the all-in-one podcasting platform, making podcasting easy. They've sure made it easy for us to be able to record our podcast and our episodes every week for you guys. Once you've set up your account, you're simply one click away from recording a high-quality podcast with studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. My personal favorite feature is their multi-layered backups, which ensure our recordings are always in the highest quality, even during unstable web connections. And if you thought you needed multiple tools and services for your podcast, Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform allows you to create your podcast all in one place and distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. Go to Zencastr.com/pricing and use our code OneSetPod, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences we do with all our podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome back to the One Set Podcast. I'm Jim Green, along here with my co-host, my best friend, Anthony Irvin. Anthony, how are you today, man?
I am awesome, man. We are talking about our champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, today. We're getting back into football season, and we're going to go over the schedule. Just like we did last year, we went and did our, little predictions. So this is going to be a little fun episode. I think their season this year is, again, going to be challenging. But, with that, before we get into all this, we got to do our little spiels here.
Yep.
So
Yep.
before we get away from everything.
Yep.
If you guys are here for the first time, make sure you guys are following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell to get our weekly uploads, and make sure you're following us. Hit us up on Gmail at onesetpod@gmail. And Jim, let everybody know where they can hit us up outside of our episodes.
That's the Facebook group One Set Fam. That's the number One Set Fam on Facebook. Facebook group. It's on Facebook, everybody. I said it like Facebook. I don't know why I said it so many times. The One Set Fam Facebook group is where we get all of our interactions. We're going to be talking about all of these Eagles games. With school, I'm not going to be able to pay attention to all of the other teams like that, but I will definitely be zeroing in on the Birds, especially coming off of that Super Bowl win this past year, which just every day I think about the Eagles, I think about that Super Bowl game and never expecting it to be the squash that it was. And the fact that everybody in the Philadelphia the greater Philadelphia area, and every Birds fan has now, I mean, not now, but it's been decided, we won that game 40-6. So nobody's even counting those other 2 touchdowns at the end of the game. Cause the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes just came out and said, we were overanalyzing our plays so hard that we got lost in it. And then once we just started relaxing and having fun at the end of the game, I was like, no, we knew we were winning that game, so we stopped giving it.
So even Jalen Hurts was like, are you sure? Because he wanted to stomp a mud hole in these people. Are you sure we're good? He's like, because if we're not, I'm still ready to go. I'm not done. And Sirianni had to literally take him out of the game. We're fine.
We're fine, and we need you healthy to start us off the next season.
I mean, me and Jen were out at a local bar when we were on vacation over in OC, New Jersey, and we saw a Chiefs documentary, and that just got me. I'm like, I still can't believe we blew these guys out in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
it's just
I don't even think blowing them out is the term for it at this point. Like 40-6 in a Super Bowl.
yeah,
Like, again, screw the actual final score, 40-6. That, again, like you said, that's what everybody in Philly says the final score.
Yeah.
It's 40-6. Like,
And
I cannot believe that.
We weren't playing a team that just squeezed their way into the Super Bowl, by the way. We were playing a team that was chasing the three-peat. They had won the previous 2 Super Bowl championships. Like, we said, nope, that ain't happening. Not today.
And you can't even say they weren't like, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes was playing her, Travis Kelce was playing her. Like, they were all in like pretty good health. Like, and even our team, like, that's one thing from I would probably say about the 2017 team is, we were going into that game, we had a lot of injuries too.
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't all at like our best health, but we ended up winning this year. I mean, the last season, we came in and we had Hurts, who had been injured in like the last couple games of the season, which was really a little bit of a stressful situation. We were hoping he was going to be okay. Thankfully, he was, but everybody was healthy. Everybody was like centered in, even before the game. Like, just looking at Barkley, looking at Jalen, they were just zoned in on what they needed to do.
Dude,
like, there wasn't any joking. There wasn't any like, dude, we are going to ram these guys to the ground and get our win. It was nuts.
You go back and watch those guys while they're doing the national anthem. I never seen a group of dudes so locked in my entire life. Like,
yeah, I'm like, these guys are ready. Like, I just saw Barkley and I'm like, dude, he's gonna like.
And it's wild because Barkley got no touchdowns in the Super Bowl. Like,
that's the only thing the Chiefs actually accomplished is they stopped Barkley, but then they forgot, we have like three other great receivers, with AJ and Devontae Smith. They were killing it. And then plus with Jalen Hurts, he had a great running game that made up for Barkley. And then he was, he had.
Jalen Hurts played his best football game in the Super Bowl, and because I had been really, I wouldn't say on the hater wagon of Jalen Hurts. I was just like, this guy isn't really proving to me that he is that next level QB, and then he did, and I was like, okay, Jalen Hurts is he ain't around anymore. Like, he's ready to go.
You cannot not. I'm not even going to say probably top 3, but you cannot not take him out of the top 10 at this point of quarterbacks in the NFL. I know we have Patrick, even though Patrick Mahomes, he's a great quarterback. We got Josh Allen and all those guys and Lamar Jackson. Those are great quarterbacks, but I feel at this point you cannot not talk about them and not talk about Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is in the conversation for top 5 easily.
You can say that, he has a great offense. That makes any quarterback great. If Josh Allen didn't have the receivers, he wouldn't be the best. That's what a quarterback obviously needs. I mean, he's not going to throw. It was proven with how Jalen had years where he didn't have the best receivers, and he wasn't. Again, if you're throwing to receivers that can't catch the ball, that's not going to make your percentages that much better.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's funny how people say like, oh, well, if he didn't have the O-line, he wouldn't be that great. No, whoopsie.
Yeah, no.
That's like saying like to a basketball player, like, well, if the net wasn't there, he wouldn't be making shots. No, whoopsie.
No.
Like, whoopsie. Dude,
so
like,
true. So
they can't give anybody in Philly credit. Like,
yeah, it's true. They definitely hate on us.
I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that analogy. That was pretty good.
That was really good. Nobody likes us. We don't care, right?
Nope. Nah.
Dude, let's
get into this schedule, dude.
Yeah, man. And thank you for sending me the schedule from the Eagles website that has like where you can watch, because some of these aren't on like Fox or CBS. We get our Prime game. There's probably a Peacock game somewhere.
They're doing some Peacock stuff. I think they're still doing Amazon Prime this year for their Thursday night.
One of those I saw. Okay.
So, yeah.
So game one, man.
Dude, I've been saying this the whole summer that this is probably going to be in a long time, if not the best Eagles versus Cowboys game ever, because it's the first game. They're both healthy because we're usually used to playing the Cowboys at the end of the season where either we're, waiting for playoff opportunities, we're either, dealing with injuries or some type of the fact that we're not all at full health and like ready to go. So this is going to be probably the biggest thing to say, like, oh, who is kind of the better team right now?
Dude, full strength, both teams. You're coming into Philly. We just won the Super Bowl. The Eagles are winning this game.
I cannot bet against the Eagles on this one, dude. They're coming in hot. We are getting our banner put on that night. So, dude, we are going to be fired up.
Yeah. And that stadium is going to be,
it's going to erupt, dude.
It's going to be insane. That is one game that I wish that I could be at.
Yeah. We were just looking at the ticket sales before this, and dude, if anybody would love to just buy us tickets, because I cannot afford any of this stuff. Again, from what we talked about in our last episode, cannot definitely afford any of these tickets. But if anybody would love to donate some 2 Eagles tickets to us, we would love to go on your behalf.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, who wants to give away Eagles tickets for this freaking game, dude? Like,
oh yeah.
I will be teaching my first Thursday night class of the season, so I definitely can't take off of that anyway.
Right.
I will at least Thursdays. I'm done at 7:00, so I will get home in time to watch the game. So I'm stoked for that.
If anything, this is going to be the most watched game. Probably the most week 1 watched game in a while.
Yeah.
For the NFL, I think they just know the magnitude of how big this game is going to be,
and that's why they built the schedule accordingly.
Yep.
All right.
Game
two. Okay. We are at the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay.
This is going to be another test for us because
it's going to be a doozy.
Again, we're in Chiefs Stadium, and they're going to be coming out for us because they just got their whoopsie. So they're going to be like, okay, we're not making it like that was a fluke. We're coming for you guys, but we got the same offense coming back this year. I think the biggest thing is going to be our defense this year because, we did let go a lot of our defensive line and a lot of people on our safety and corners. But, even from the preseason games of how we've been looking, I think we've been doing pretty good. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things, some things we can work on, but even just the preseason, spots, we've been looking pretty well.
So despite losing a few key players on the defense, the Eagles defense outside of Jalen Hurts, they were the MVP of the Super Bowl. Okay.
Definitely.
And with that, in Vic Fangio, we trust.
Yes.
Him on defensive coordinator, I will say Chiefs are going to be out for blood here. So
definitely gonna be a hard fought game for sure.
Yeah. And getting that week 2, I'm like, wow, they are really hitting us with the 1-2 punch right off the gate for the start of the season.
Dude, if we go 2-0 for the first 2 games after beating the Cowboys and the Chiefs,
this podcast a waste because we might as well just rack up all those wins, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's hard to bet against the Eagles because we beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But if anybody's thinking about that, we're gonna be doing 40-6 again. It's great, but I don't see a 40-6 game again.
Yeah, if we get to another squash match, I will literally be like, the Eagles are that team, and we are living in a lifetime where Eagles are headed for dynasty. The Chiefs are there, like they've been there. They've been the team the past 5 years, right? If the Eagles and this is stuff that we could be saying at the end of the episode when it's all said and done, but looking at this lineup, I'm like, we could win all of them. Like, there isn't a game where I'm like, we're definitely losing that one. I said we were definitely losing the Ravens game last year, and we won.
Right.
So
I think we both had them losing.
Yeah. I will just go out on a limb and say the Chiefs get it done. Like, they're out for blood, they're out for vengeance.
Plus, being that it's in their stadium,
Yeah.
it'll be hard to see them like saying that they're going to lose again in their stadium. Again, hard to bet. I think you and me will do this 50-50 here. Like, I'll go with the Eagles, you go with the Chiefs.
Cool.
We'll keep it there.
I need to be writing this down. I don't know where my notepad is from last year. That I literally had that notepad every Eagles game, or I took a picture of it on my phone, and always just resorted back to it in case I lost the notepad, which I did a couple times. I apologize, computers.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my notepad up here. But yeah, so dude, if we go 2-0
at the start of the season,
call this a wrap, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so week 3 we have the Rams.
That's a tough one.
It is, but that's home, so it's in our advantage. Yeah, the Ram, because we did face the Rams in the playoffs, right? It was the Rams, right? So
Yeah,
again, another team that's in it to be like, hey, we should have won that game. We were very close, but no, that was the snow game.
That was the snow game. I was supposed to not be able to see that game. I had rehearsal. It got canceled. And then I did get to see that game, and it was close.
Yeah.
It was close.
So, dude, another team that is in it to be like, hey, you guys had the advantage. It was a snow game, a team that's not necessarily used to playing in the snow. So, another, and again, they're coming to our house again. So,
I'm going to say they get the win here. I feel like they're going to lose one of the games between the Chiefs and the Rams.
Yeah.
But I like, not that I like us losing, but I like the idea of us, if we had to win one, lose one, we lose to the Chiefs in Arrowhead and we beat the Rams at the lake at home.
I'm going to say, in a respectful aspect, I think, the only way the Rams win would be is if it's like a last minute touchdown or a field goal. So I'll say the Rams win by like a touchdown or a field goal here.
Okay.
So I'll just go with the Rams here.
Okay. So you want to go 2-1. Okay. Let's go to week 4. We always struggle with the Bucs in Tampa. I mean, it's just a thing. Like, I'm going to be optimistic and say that that the Birds get it done.
I'm comfortable with the Eagles on this one. I think we are definitely because when we played Tampa last year, we were still in that struggle mode
and injured.
So I'm going to say we come back with a lot more vengeance on this one. I'm definitely going to pick the Eagles in week 4 to beat the Bucs for this one for sure.
Okay. Week 5. We are hosting the Broncos. I will say the Broncos are on the up and up.
Yeah, they've definitely excelled over the last little bit.
I think they're going to do well this season at home, and I don't think they're going to beat us at home. Like, I don't think that they're at that.
I don't think they're better than us at home.
Yeah.
I would like to think a lot of our home games we have advantages to win. I think most of our home games I'm going to go with them winning our home games. Yeah, 95% of our home games I'm going to bet on the Eagles winning.
Yeah, I think when we get to the end of the season, we'll talk about that because that's a matter of resting our starters if we've already secured the top seed and home field advantage. Like, those games, we might be just resting our starters. Week 6, Giants at the Giants. I mean,
Eagles.
Yep. I mean,
the Giants are nothing. I'm not worried about them.
Nope.
Just as much as I'm not worried about the Cowboys. Again, once we get later into the schedule, the only people I'm worried about this year are the Commanders.
Mm-hmm. Week 7, Vikings. We are in Minnesota.
We always usually struggle with the Vikings.
Yeah,
it's usually a pretty good
in Minnesota at home. We got their number. So tough. I think I think I'm gonna go with them losing this one just because
I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one too. I think this will just be like one of those like, hey, we were in a rut or something. Like it'll be like a last minute or just one of those games where
they're off.
we were off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We always have one of those games where like, oh, we don't know what we were doing, blah blah blah. This happened. We always have that down moment of the season. So this might be one of those games where we're like, oh, did Jalen do this? Did Jalen do that? Did Barkley do that? And we're all going to have like the controversy with everything. So I think this will be one of those games where they kind of let go a little bit. Then they come back the next week and we're like, oh, okay, they're better again.
Yeah. Then they play the Giants the next week and it's like, all right, get back on it. Yeah. And then they have the bye week 9. So we both have the Eagles winning that Giants game. Week 9
Absolutely.
is the bye. And then we are at the Packers. Okay, so that's conversation to be had. Monday night game.
Okay.
Coming off the bye week.
And we played the Packers at as the game 1 for last year in Brazil.
We did.
We just barely got away with that game too.
And it was close. It's tough to say. This is actually a tough one because we are coming off a Giants win and the bye week, so we should be healthy. Sometimes the bye week doesn't always work to our advantage.
Other than last year, but yeah.
Other than last year, the bye week, we were like the bye week in week 5. What is with that? We were like both pissed about it, and then they literally turned their shit around and we're good.
Let's. I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Okay.
I'm going to say they still keep it. And I mean, if we want to go 50-50 here, but I think the Eagles are still the better team.
Yeah, I think they're the better team.
Packers are great, but I still think we get the win out of it.
All right. I have 50-50. I have the Eagles eating the L here. We then host the Lions after that. So I will say this. The Lions are a team that I enjoy watching. I think Dan Campbell as coach, he's like one of my favorite coaches. He did just lose both of his coordinators. So I think that the season is going to be like he's fighting for wins against winnable games. I think the Eagles are going to get this done.
I'm gonna take the L for the Eagles for this one.
Okay.
I think they have, not because I don't think they can beat them. Again, I think a lot of their losses this year, I mean, I do not think they're going to get blown out or like have incredibly bad losses. I just think it's going to be on a technicality of like, we messed up late in the game and the game got away from them. Just it happens to every team, isn't it? It happens to the Chiefs because even the Chiefs, they struggled last year, I think, for most of the season and didn't really turn it around until later in the season. So there's always that gap around this time of the season where, you're dealing sometimes with injuries, you're dealing with fatigue, and plus the fact that, we have a late bye this year. We don't have the advantage of like getting a couple games in, then you get a week off and then go back. We have not even just 8 games. We have 8 really competitive games outside of the Giants.
Outside the Giants, yeah. But we have to play the Giants because they're in our division, right?
Yeah. So are you going with the Eagles or the Giants? The Eagles or Lions?
I went with the Eagles.
You're going to go with the Eagles.
I have us both at 7-3, but we do have, you took one, I took the other. For the Chiefs game and we went
50-50 with 2 games, I think.
For the Chiefs, we went 50-50 for the Chiefs. We went 50-50 for the Packers. We went 50-50 for the Lions. So it's good because it makes those games fun. Like for us to be like, all right, one of us is getting the win here. One of us is eating the loss. The next game is the Cowgirls in Dallas.
Dallas.
I'm still going with.
I'm still going with the Eagles, man.
I'm usually like the division games are 1-1, but not after winning the Super Bowl. The only 1-1 team that I think that we have in our division is the Commanders. So, and we'll talk about that when we get there. So we're both going 8-3. Cowgirls.
And I still think 8-3 is still a reasonable.
It's still good.
it's still a playoff defending type of record. You're still hopefully within that 1-2 spot in your division, hopefully, within that 1-2 of the NFC, standing. So I'm not too worried about it being 8-3 at that point.
Right. Let's see. Week 13, we are hosting the Bears. This is Friday afternoon. So this is the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
This is the Black Friday game, and it is on Prime Video.
Yep.
I will say the Bears have been shaping up, but I think Eagles are going to get this done.
Yep. I'm not afraid of the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears.
The Bears. Week 14, we are playing at the Chargers. Chargers are a decent team.
They are.
But I will say I think the Birds get this done too.
I'm okay with the Birds too. I think they can get this one done. I think they'll be definitely getting into the more hungrier position at this point of the season, knowing that playoffs are starting in, the coming weeks. And hopefully within this time, we're looking at, the last 4 games of the season. So after the Chargers, week 15, we have the Raiders.
The Raiders.
At the link. Again, I think this is another winnable game for the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'll go week 15 Eagles.
For the Commanders, I think we are at the Commanders for this one.
Yeah, that's where I think I'm going to go 50-50 with the Commanders. I think we win one and we lose one game.
But I think we're both taking them eating the L away and then winning at home.
Yes.
Right? But the only thing with that is they might fight to win. I'm just going to make it interesting and say we're going to win that one because we need to. And then we don't need the win in week 18, even when we're home.
Yeah, because you got from week 16 on, you got the Commanders, Buffalo Bills, which is going to be another great game because Josh Allen, and then Commanders. So yeah, I think depending on how those last two in week 16 and 17, depending on how that goes, will be depending if we need our starters for week 18.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stick with we lose against the Commanders, but then we win against the Bills. I actually like it the other way around.
I kind of do too.
Now that I'm looking at it, I think that we win against the Commanders, so we would be 12-3.
I'm gonna go the other way around. I'm gonna say we lose the Commanders and it fires us up for that Bills game.
Okay, that's kind of where I was leaning initially. Okay, so that'll make it interesting because I'm going to take them. How did I write this?
So we're 50-50 on the week 16 Commanders game, right? You're going to say the Eagles win there, and then you're going to say they lose to the Bills. Yes. I'm going to say the Commanders win week 16 and the Eagles win in week 17.
I mean, that is preferred on my end, but I'm just going to go with it going the other way.
I still think that levels us out pretty well with our standings of our record. So,
yep.
So going into week 18, before we give our last one, our standings currently from until week 17, what are they, Jim?
We are both 12-4.
12-4. Okay, that's still great. I mean,
yeah, that's still really good.
And again, I think we were 12 games going into the season last year. So that's still great. And I think losing 4 games out of the season is great. Knowing that there's 18 games now in the season, only losing 4 is still really, really good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have them. I don't like them going 12-5. I like them going 13-4 for the whole season, which means
and you never know. The Commanders might not, depending on how their season goes, we might both may not need the game, depending on, but it really depends on if we're both in the 1 and 2 seed of our division, and this game determines the 1 seed of our division. Then we'll need our starters.
Yeah.
If one of us has already broken into the playoff run and we've locked our division, then I don't think either of us need our starters. It's just going to be a burn game for both of us. Then it's just going to be a coin flip of whoever wins.
Yeah. And then what I just want to see, because I don't remember off the top of my head, regular season record 2024. Okay, the Eagles went 14-3 last season, which is just wild to think. So
I thought it was closer to like the 13 or 14, but yeah.
I think I had them going 10-7, and you had them going 11-6 or 12-5 last year. Right,
and like I said, even 12-4 is still really good. I'm still okay with 12-4. Like I always underthrow it anyway, because it's easy to be like, oh, they're gonna win every single game, but just like how we did the March Madness, you got to throw a couple L's in there here and there.
Yeah. So for this Commanders game, do we want to take? Because I'm indifferent about it. Like I think that Bills game is.
I think that Bills game is going to be one of the crucial ones. I think that'll probably be more of the fact that we need to win this game to keep our security on that 1 spot.
Yeah.
More than this week 18. I'm just going to say, with the fact that, you know, it's our home, it's our team, I'm just going to bet on the Eagles for this one and just call
too.
it that.
Me too. So we're both ending the season at 13-4. We've got quite a few toss-up games where we went different ways. I'm going to take a picture of this and save it. I'm actually going to email it to myself, so it's in my email.
Yeah, we were both at 13-4, so I have it in my notes as well on my computer. So, yeah, this is a pretty realistic, schedule rundown. I mean, I think we are definitely, obviously, one of the better teams, and I think we definitely have the potential to get back into a big run in the playoffs. I'm not going to say anything Super Bowl right now. I don't think we ever usually do until it gets closer to that time.
There's no sense jinxing it,
no offense. After Game 4 of last year, nobody was talking about the Super Bowl. Everybody was talking about letting go of Nick Sirianni.
Yep.
So nobody had Super Bowl in their minds. Yep. So I'm just going to wait until later in the season to really start saying Super Bowl. I think I didn't really start saying it until maybe like somewhere between week 10 and week 12. Mm-hmm. I'm like, we might have a chance, because we were like winning outright everything. There were some ones that we were, just getting by. And I'm like, all right, we're losing one of these, because it was starting to get to the point where we were getting very close to losing these games, and we just pulled them out really at the very last moment.
We played the Rams, then the Ravens, and then the Niners last year. And I think once we beat the Rams and then beat the Ravens, I was like, we got a shot here.
Yeah, because I think that was the total test of the season. And like, if we were able to beat the Ravens
in Baltimore,
we're like, we got a run coming.
We got a run coming.
So, and I think that game will be the Bills.
Yep.
The Bills, and I think that game will also be coming. Probably, I'll say, if we get to the Lions and the Eagles beat the Lions as well, I'll say that'll be another game to really solidify, saying like, hey, we got a real run again this year.
I think after the bye week, the Packers and the Lions back to back, if we win both of them, I'll be like, we're in good shape.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting. I'm hoping we get another, walk down Broad Street this year. But again, we're going to wait for that all coming in later in the season. We'll definitely be having our episodes filled with some Eagles talk along with our wrestling talk. Like we said before, Jim is going to be starting some new career paths. So this might probably be one of our last morning recordings. So it was fun while we had our little coffee time in the morning.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be probably going back to being some night owls again. Not too late, because Jim definitely has to get up in the morning, and I know how it feels to get up in the morning. So we'll definitely get a new path of our recording times. But yeah, this whole fall season and coming into this, it's going to be fun. And plus, I think I'll definitely be getting a couple solo episodes in here. I'll probably have a couple guests. I'm going to get Jim acquainted back into his scheduling. So I think Jim will probably be taking a couple weeks, if not a couple episodes off. So you'll see a little more of me, maybe a couple guests here and there. So again, just want to say one more time, Jim, congratulations. I hope you get settled and everything. I'm stoked to see everything that coming your way, and we're gonna miss you for a couple weeks, but we'll be ready for you to come back.
Thank you so much, Anth. Thanks so much, everybody. It's gonna be a doozy, but we also have episode 200 right around the corner. That I am excited and looking forward to that. Yeah, I will keep you posted. There may be another morning opportunity in the near future that we can look into. And we'll talk about that. And that just depends on what like my school workload looks like. But yeah, thanks everybody. I will see you soon. Anth, all the love to you. Thank you so much for picking up for me
to you guys
in this short-term absence. But I won't be gone for very long. I'll be back soon. All right.
Yes. Thank you all for joining us. Again, make sure you're hitting that notification bell to, get our notifications for our weekly uploads on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And Jim, one more time, let everybody know where they can hit us up outside of our episodes.
That is One Set Fam on Facebook. Again, that's Facebook group, the number One Set Fam. Hit us up there for sure. Anth, I got to run. So all the love to you.
Yep. Go Birds.
Go Birds.